Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Brian. We're going to be doing more Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue from the PS1. In today's episode, we're going to be doing Construction Yard. As I mentioned in the last episode, which was really just a boss fight. I think this is probably one of my favorite levels, for various reasons. But it's at least one of my favorites in the first half of this game. Let's get right into it. It's a game. It's a mission where, or mission. I was recently doing Agent Under Fire. I'm stuck on missions. It's a fun little level that I have a lot of nostalgia for. My dad was a construction general contractor, so it's like this is the kind of stuff that I grew up with quite a bit, and so it's very, like I said, it's very nostalgic for me. Now, we're going to collect some coins here, and we're going to start getting... Let's see, Ham's up here. We don't need to worry about him yet. We don't have enough coins yet. But, I will go and get into the base of this building here that's under construction and talk to Slinky. So this is the equivalent of a race that we've been doing in the last two levels. Levels 1 and 2, Andy's house and neighborhood. We have to collect a certain thing within a certain time limit. And it's very easy to do. We just have to use this stupid jumping mechanic, because otherwise we're going to get bogged down in the wet concrete here. So we just need one more wrench. There we go. 26 seconds remaining, so we got plenty of time. So our first token is the race token complete for this level, which is great. We're going to keep on playing. So we're actually going to do this tower, this construction tower twice. First time is only going to be a partial ascension, and the second time is going to be all the way to the top. Now, you might be wondering, why are we only going part way up and then doing it a second time? Well, entirely honestly, it's because the power-up that we are unlocking in this level is only available if we help get the, I believe it's his eye for Mr. Potato Head. Now, if we get the eye, we have to it's actually here on the under construction tower, so we have to get that first before we can go defeat the boss at the top of the tower. So let's just work our way up there. We'll collect some coins on the way, as well as this little tykes dude, and avoid the hot rivets coming down. And now we have unlocked, using that little switch there, our first shortcut.
Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit.
Thank you, Buzz. And basically what that does is it allows us to get to that first section a little bit quicker if we were to fall. This little tower has quite a few little shortcut switches, and it's basically on each level, so that way if we do eventually fall, we don't have to... Oh, like that. That was very close. If we do fall, it's not entirely like going all the way around and climbing back up from scratch. Oh, there we go. All right, level 2 shortcut complete. We want to get over here to the yellow and black caution tape.
No time to lose.
And use this as our means to get onto the little I-beams that are being moved back and forth. And as you can probably tell, the further we get up, the more difficult the challenge will be. So that's why they give us multiple shortcuts. Thankfully, we're just going to mosey on past this rivet box, which is actually kind of cool. You get to see inside of it if you... There we go. Oh, we got it's a shoe, I think. All right, and there we go. We have the top level shortcut available to us that is now done. We're going to work our way around this way, only because Actually, don't forget the coin. There we go. And we want to do this because... Ow! Not because we want to get hit, but because we want to get the... Ah, darn it. I was gonna try and get that jump, but that would have been bad. I was gonna try... We want to get the... First of all, this there's like a low... Oh, jeez, my brain is so fried right now for some reason. We want to get the little construction dude. We also want to jump and land on the construction trailer, because we will be able to get a coin as well as a 1-up token. We're almost at 10 lives now, which is quite nice. I think there's only 1 coin up here, though, so we don't need to get anything else up here. But we will go ahead and drop on down, talk to Mr. Potato Head here. Oh, it was his eye. Okay, it looked like a shoe at first. Cool, now we have the disc launcher. So we're not going to collect the disc launcher right now. We don't have to. We'll use that up on the roof of the construction building. But man, we need to collect a lot of coins, so we're going to quickly run around and grab some of them. Go from there. Now, while we're over this way, we're going to get the last of the little Tykes dudes in the in this construction trailer here. So let's work our way up into there first. Go. And get inside. Now, there's more green goo on the ground. That does hurt. Kind of annoying, but it's not hard to avoid. Whoop. Especially if you don't even try. That said, though, I have little health left. That isn't good. But we do want to get the last little Tykes dude, and there is another token in here, so might as well get it while we're here. Alright. Use the filing cabinets. And there we go. We now have... Oh! Didn't mean to land on the block, but it explains pretty good. If you can mix the paint on match the colors on the wall, you will get a token. Alright, so we need to make purple, orange, and green. We have our 3 primary colors. It isn't, it is not all that difficult to do. We're gonna do purple first. And this is, we gotta push this can back and forth a good amount. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get, we'll do green next, and then we'll do orange last. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do orange, because it's the second one in the thing. So, I don't want to screw it up, just in case it's like, it has to be in a certain order. I don't think it does, but I'd rather just do it the way it presents it first. And that way then we can get that token without issue. Oop, wrong button. Paint all over the countertop. Not really, but whatever. There we go. Easy. It's not even a puzzle. It's just tedium. But then again, like I said, this is a game for kids, so of course it's going to be relatively straightforward. But the challenge does increase quite a bit. Not too far from here, actually. So let's hand in the little Tykes dudes. We'll get the token. And I think the last thing we need to do is get more of these tokens. We need 5 more. Which shouldn't be too hard to get. We just have to walk around the base of the building a little bit, actually. Now, I will say some of this game really makes... You can tell it's definitely PS1, only because of the level of detail textures popping in there. I always found that to be really interesting for old PS1 games, but this really shows how significant that is. So now that we got 50 coins, let's go talk with Ham and get our token from there, and we'll go defeat the boss up at the top of the building in order to get the final token. Thankfully, again, not a very difficult level. The platforming is very strong in this mission, so if you are not good at platforming, this level will give you a little bit more of a challenge. But oh, my health is wildly low. I don't remember if there's a battery over here by Mr. Potato Head, but even if there isn't, I do want to go and collect the disc launcher now that we no longer really need the laser. So we get 10 at a time. We can hold 30 at maximum, and it takes a couple seconds for it to come back. So let's go look and see if we can find a battery real fast. I don't think there is one around here, I'll be honest, which is kind of annoying, but not really much we can do about that. So we're just going to be careful with getting hit, or lack thereof, I should say. Let's go get our third disc token. Also, I never explained what Rex does. No, I already talked to you, Potato Head. What Rex does in the missions is if you find him, he'll tell you where there's a token you still have to work at getting. There's a battery. Let's collect it. So essentially, if you find Rex, and he will say, hey, you have to do a race over at this thing or whatever, that's how you will find out where different tokens are. Now, you might be wondering, why did I jump off the excavator? It's because I want to come over to the shortcut. Since we did the climb earlier, we can use this shortcut to go all the way up to the 3rd level.
I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit.
And that way, then we don't have to run all the way up. We just have to make our way around this little segment, which... ow! Oh, that was gonna piss me off if it bumped me off the whole platform. That would have sucked. There we go. And there we go. All right, so we're at the top. Let's see. How much health do we have? Is it going to tell us?
No time to lose.
No? Okay. Either way, let's go talk to the boss. Ha 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 ha. Defeat the Jackhammer boss to get a Pizza Planet token. Hope you have the disc launcher. We do. That we do. And all we really have to do is just... There we go. Retro achievement, defeat the boss without taking damage, but honestly, since I've completed all the retro achievements, I don't care. It does take a couple of attempts, and if you do get hit, you need to exit the level and restart, which sucks. So, let's get our last token and fly off the building as Buzz Lightyear would want, and see how many coins we got overall.
Infinity and beyond.
There we go. We have all 5 tokens, and how many coins? 56. Okay, so we barely got over the requirement for ham, which is fine, not an issue. That's all that I really care about, is getting that Pizza Planet token, so that's done. While we go ahead and save the game, today's question is going to be not so much Toy Story specific. Actually, no, I will make it Toy Story specific. If you played any other Toy Story games, which was your favorite? This is the only one that I have played personally. I know there's like Toy Story Racing and all that other stuff, but what Toy Story games that you've played are your favorites? If you haven't played any, which one do you want to play? I'd love to hear about it. In the next episode, we're going to do Alleys and Gullies, which is probably my least favorite mission. We're not going to be able to complete this mission in this upcoming episode in one session. I'm going to have to come back after I get a power-up for it, but I'll talk about that next time. I thank you all very much for watching. Hope you have a good one. See you the next time.